We're going to do it now.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Recording, and off we go. In 3, 2, 1.
This is Sarah with Stop and Shop calling with important product recall information. Certain Sargento shredded cheese products have been recalled due to the potential to be contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes. Thank you.
And there's also a slice of cheese in here.
It's Harley and me and you in the tree. This is the morning stream.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. It's the morning stream for Monday, May 3rd, 2021. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett.
Yes. Hello. Welcome to a new week. It's a new week.
Yeah, man. New month, new week. Time to
That's right.
dust off the old whatever you do and get it on there. Hey,
Yes.
I was going to tell you offline because it just seemed like a thing I'd tell you on text, but I'll tell you now.
Okay. All right.
I started watching, I watched Tenet, okay? And I
Yes.
got to say this about Tenet, all right? I know you saw it. I think you saw it in theaters, right, or something?
Saw it in theaters. Yeah. Saw it in a mostly empty theater.
Oh, good.
It's an impossible movie to say without accidentally adding that second N,
Right.
which
Tenet.
makes it incorrect because it's got to be a palindrome.
Right. It has to be spelled the same way, both directions.
Backwards and forwards.
Hey, what's the one where you spell it normal, like God, forward is God, and then backward is dog? What's that called? That's a thing, right? There's a name for that? Does anyone know what that is? My daughter and I were trying to figure that out yesterday, and we couldn't.
If there's a name for it, I don't know it. I think it's just
Is there some kind
it's
of name?
another word backwards, like dessert and stressed.
I can't remember. It's just not palindrome. That's palindrome, not
Yeah.
coincidence. Heretical, is that it?
Heretical?
It might be heretical.
Well, palindrome is right.
Yeah, palindrome's both ways, but anyway.
Palindromes both ways.
So
Same
Tenet
both
there,
ways.
which is the time forward, time back business.
Mhm.
I
basically,
don't think I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm at the end of that movie going, all right, so I get it. I get the concept of at the core, which is this reverse versus forward stuff. I get that,
Right.
but
It's Inception, but instead of a bunch of things in nestled one inside another, it's reversey, right? So
Yeah.
they go through the little the spinning portal thing,
yeah, they're little
and now they're
lucky machines they have in 3 places or whatever.
that's right. Yep, exactly.
Did they ever say who made these machines? Were the Russians making them?
It was I thought it was the guy. It was
It wasn't Kenneth Branagh.
the guy,
was
the
it?
physicist who buried the artifacts that had to be assembled to make the
Oh, and then killed themselves.
Doomsday device. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess my problem is the movie. It is such high concept to try to pull this one off that I think it didn't work as well for me as I thought it might, because I thought Inception was amazing, but it sets up certain rules and I don't feel like it followed its own rules very well.
Oh, really? Okay.
There were just
See, I
points
need
of
to see it
where-
again. I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
I am, and for me, I'm glad I saw it in theaters because this would be a movie that if I had an iPad or a laptop or a phone or something in my lap while I was watching it, I may not have appreciated as much. I'm not saying that's what happened with you. I'm just saying that's me.
I would keep
And,
looking. I would be wanting to know stuff. I would want to pause. It would piss me
Oh,
off.
you'd want to be looking stuff up?
Yeah, it drove me crazy because I was like, no, wait a minute. If he does that and he does that, somebody online knows this. So I quickly look up a Wikipedia article or something, and she's like, watch the movie. I'm like, okay, I'm watching the movie. So yeah, I don't know. Tenet's okay. It's just hard to say. It feels like one of those you're supposed to watch twice.
I really enjoyed it, but I do want to see it again. HBO Max, right? Is where
HBO
it's-
Max just showed up, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The nice thing is the acting's good. Everyone's real good in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you expect that from a Nolan film. It's filmed very nice, all of that. Okay, but that wasn't the main thing I was going to tell you. The main thing is we went on a bit of a tear yesterday, and we were like, all right, we're going to watch. Everybody says I look like the guy from Mitchell's versus the Machines. So we're going to watch that. And sure enough, I do look like that guy. It's kind of weird.
Oh, right. That's a new animated thing, right?
Yeah, Netflix. And it's
Netflix.
great. It's the at least some of the people behind Spider-Verse. So it's similar kind
Right.
of style.
Yeah,
to
that
it.
looks so good.
It's very, very good. We loved everything.
So there's a guy in there that looks like you?
Oh, yeah. Played by... He's the dad, and he's played by Eastbound and Down. What's his name?
Oh, Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Which is it doesn't feel like a typical Danny McBride performance, but once you realize it's him, you can hear it. But anyway, that movie's amazing, and Nicole's probably going to recommend it Wednesday, and I'm going to jump on that bandwagon as well. It deserves already this early to be 2022's award for Best Animated Feature. It's so good. Good.
Excellent. All right. I'm excited to see it.
I loved every second of it. Olivia Colman's in it. She's amazing. Very British in it. She's like, oh, you're She's just great. Everybody's great. They're all great. Maya Rudolph, all of them. They're all great. Conan O'Brien's in it for a hot minute. Weird as hell. It's great. So good.
Cool.
Yeah, 2022 ICOR. That's when they give out the next Academy Awards. That's when they would have the next Oscars. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean that the film is from 2022. Anyway, here's the point, Brian. I watched the first half of Justice League there. The Justice League. Yeah, you know.
The Snyder recut.
Yeah, the Snyder cut, the 4x3 dark blue masterpiece.
Yes.
That is the Snyder cut. I will say I'm having a good time. We stopped it there because we don't have all day, but I stopped there and said, all right, now we'll watch the other 2 hours sometime later this week. And Kim's like, sure, that'd be great. I thought it was broken up into 4 succinct chapters. It's not. It's broken up into like 9 or 10.
6 or is it really that many? I know there's a bunch.
Ton.
I know that
there's a ton. So I kept thinking, all right, were they already? That was a fast hour. And then I looked at it and went, oh no, this isn't broken up by hours.
I binged it over 4 nights, but I definitely saw more than one chapter.
Right.
Most nights. So
now the standout for me, okay, I'm having a lot of fun. It's not, how do I put this? I'm not a hater like most Zack Snyder haters. I like a lot of what Zack Snyder does. This feels a lot like that. It's it's no Avengers Endgame or Infinity War. It's not even close, but it's all right so far. It's fine.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Here's the thing. I mean, the comparison that I give, it's better than adequate for me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more than just like, all right, well, I watched it, achievement unlocked.
Right.
But it's not. It just doesn't have, for me, again, personal opinion, just didn't have the fun of most of the MCU movies.
Right. I don't know that Zack Snyder can do fun. I think he can do
I don't know if he can.
Big, loud, epic, cool looking, slow-mo, rad. I think he can do all that, but I don't think he's meant for like the fun side that comics can have. And that's unfortunate because they're, he's their guy for all this, and it's just is what it is. But and it's impossible to not notice and comics do this all the time, right? There's two Captain Marvels in the freaking DC and Marvel universe, and one of them legally can't call themselves that anymore. And like, there's all these someone will make this character, and on the other side they'll go, oh, we'll make one kind of like that guy, and that happens a lot. Well, in this movie, you couldn't help but notice things like these mother boxes, which I know were pulled from some DC stories, are basically Infinity Stones, and Darkseid is basically Thanos, Steppenwolf
he's even got his Despair is kind of one of his Black Order and stuff like that.
Right.
JC Calhoun says there were lots of jokes in it. Yes. Jokes doesn't mean it's fun. There were lots of jokes, and look who's talking too.
Right.
Wasn't fun.
Nope. I mean, again, I don't like. I always say Dark Seed, but it's pronounced side. Anyway.
Dark Seed, Dark Side.
But Steppenwolf, the metal, always changing, undulating armor guy.
Oh yeah, super cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so awesome. And that actor, I love that dude. He's in Rome and Game of Thrones and a whole bunch of stuff. He's great. Yeah. So anyway, it's all fun and games. But let me tell you what my favorite part is. It's that soundtrack made by none other than Hulkenberg himself, a.k.a. Junkie XL, a.k.a. creator of the fantastic soundtrack in everyone's favorite movie, Mad Max Fury Road.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
Reset the counter to 0.
Yep. If you could see what I'm putting on screen right now, you would laugh.
Really? Okay.
I got to thank JC.
Have you had it up for a while?
No,
because it was.
I just barely put it up. So J.K. Grammer made a little. This podcast has gone blank days without a Mad Max Fury Road reference.
Oh yeah. Right.
I had to edit it a little bit for size, but it'll now pop up anytime we mention it. And it'll probably never go past 0, you guys. That's just how it is. Very good. Thank you, J.K. Graham.
That's
awesome.
funny.
All
Very
right.
good. Cool.
I promised you last week.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you think when you see the rest of it.
Yeah, we will definitely do it. Kim's really enjoying it. I think the Wonder Woman stuff's really strong, by the way.
Yes. It for sure is. And I mean, there's like this blast that can take out half of a floor of this museum, just protected by her.
Well, didn't she make it? I thought she made it. Didn't she? That was her whole thing. Is she's the thing that took out that building wasn't the bomb. She threw that up into low orbit.
Oh yeah, right.
So
right,
she
right.
goes-
yeah,
she goes,
again, it's been a little while since I've seen it. That's right. Yes, it was the deal with that to take out the guy to stop him from setting off.
Yeah, Ruse Bolton
triggering
from Game of Thrones. There's all kinds of Game of Thrones people in this movie. I noticed.
But there's, it takes out half of the building that direction. Kids completely unharmed behind her.
Yeah, well, one would hope that the force goes out from those wrist things. But
One would hope.
One would hope. One would hope. Feels a little risky to be just popping that off.
Yes,
to me.
exactly.
Anyway,
it's
it's fun time, and I think she's handled really well, and I think
I think Aquaman has handled it. Momoa's doing a great job too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm actually gonna
casting
argue-
I think is great.
Yeah, no, they're great. The
Yeah.
Flash kid's great. They're all fine. I like Cyborg. He looks a little he's too ornate. He needs less shit everywhere. It needs to be more smoothed
Needs
out.
to be right. He's too faceted.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's like what they do with Transformers. It's too much. It's like back up a little bit and smooth it out.
Right.
But the other thing I was going to say is the Wonder Woman stuff in this I think is actually better than the second Wonder Woman movie it was. So there's that. Anyway, it's a fun time. I'll let you know what I think on the other side of it. All right. Cool. I promised last week I would tell you the Noodles and Company story.
Yes.
So now I will
seeing
tell
this
you.
photo, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's pretty bad. So Chad, I'll show you this photo as well. Let's put this up on screen. Okay. So this is what came to my daughter when she ordered a side salad from Noodles and Company, along with the whatever else they got that had like freaking noodles in it. And
Sure.
it showed up at the door like this and just looked real gnarly.
I mean, it looks like one part of that is the center section that you throw away of the lettuce, of the head of lettuce.
All of it does. To me, that looks like what you'd put in a I don't know, like a panda
In a rabbit's cage.
Yeah. It's like, oh, where's the panda enclosure? We need to feed him. It's noon or whatever.
Right,
it's like
right.
that. Anyway, so we did that, and it came and it was bad. And I got on Twitter, and I wasn't even like super rude about it. I just basically said, "Woo, Noodles and Company. I can't tell if this is really a side salad or some joke about probably a panda enclosure." I think is what I did, and then I just moved on. I didn't think much about it.
Yeah.
I get an email from
Uh-huh.
the Western States head of Noodles and Company.
Oh.
Whatever. He manages everything in the Western region. So it's like California, us, Arizona. You know what the West is. And he was really contrite and apologetic, like really over the top, like wanting to make up for this. And I thought,
good.
oh, well, this is nice. And I said, well, we're not here to I don't want to get anybody fired or anything. This, for all I know, this is just them in a rush and they threw what they had in there. And I don't, we don't know. He goes, yes, but we expect much more from our this and that. And he asked me to give him the store, and I said, I will only tell you the store if you promise you're not going to get somebody fired over this. And he wrote back and says, I will not fire anybody. This will all be confidential. I just want to be able to let that management know that, hey, up your game when it comes to what you're sending out.
Do an actual salad.
Yeah. So I believed him and took him at his word at that. I hope no one got fired. And then he wrote back and said, thanks for letting us know. It's really important to us that we take care of this stuff. And I was like genuinely impressed with all of this. And then in the mail a couple days later, I got 3 free noodle bowl coupons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. It's funny. We actually had Noodles and Company this last week.
Yeah.
Thursday night, we took it to trivia because the bar that we go to is a brewery only. It's a tap house, and they say, yeah, order your Grubhub, have it delivered here. There's a wing place around the way, etc. We're both like, yeah, kind of in the mood for. And I had cauliflower gnocchi. It was not zucchini. It was cauliflower gnocchi, people. And it was great. It was super, super tasty.
Nothing wrong with a good bowl of noodles with things in it. It's fine.
Right. Yeah. But I would only get. I mean, I think I'd only get noodles there, and especially after seeing this.
Yeah, don't get the salad. Is what I guess what I'm saying is even after all of this, I'm still not sure the salad's a good choice. Also, when do they start just putting it in like a box? That seems weird. Plastic's usually your jam.
To-go order, right?
Yeah,
or did they serve that to you at the place?
No, that's definitely a to-go order. But my question is like, is a box really our best? Is that our best solution for putting food in? I don't know. I guess it's waxed in there.
Would you rather have a paper sack?
No.
I'm not sure what you're.
No, the salad itself. When's the last time you got a salad in a box in cardboard?
It looks like a Chinese food kind of box.
Oh, I don't know. It looks like maybe
it's a Chinese food box with the lid open. That's kind of what I would expect, or a styrofoam tray. This one is a little bit more.
I feel like it's always been in a plastic translucent thing whenever I get one.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, their noodles absolutely come in those, because that's what we got our noodles in on Thursday.
Yeah.
But
some have suggested, by the way, that
yes,
had I not had a decent following on Twitter and hadn't put this online, there would have been nothing. Yeah. Maybe that's a weird part of life these days. Like you get more done with a tweet than you do with a phone call. I don't know. I didn't feel like my goal was not to drag them. My goal was just to say, "Oh, look at this!" Like it's just a, relatable moment of that's a nasty salad. Anyway, moving on with my day. But they responded. They responded really well and were really cool to us. So I just wanted to do a shout out for Noodles and Company.
At least you didn't tell them, do a post that said that you were triggered by their salad.
No. Yeah, it's definitely not like a Karen post at all. Like not even.
I'm thinking more along the lines of, did you hear the Demi Lovato thing last month?
No, what'd she do?
She started a tweet, not really a tweet war, but she called out a frozen yogurt place in Los Angeles because she went in there assuming that everything in there was sugar-free. And guess what? You go to a frozen yogurt place, there are going to be some things there that have sugar.
Almost
some
all
things
of it.
there that have dairy, some things exactly. And
isn't it the other way that you might get lucky if something's sugar-free? Not
exactly. It's like you'll see a label if it's sugar-free.
Yeah.
But apparently she assumed that everything in there was sugar-free because it's frozen yogurt. Of course, it's got to be sugar-free. And so she immediately got on Instagram and said, this place sucks. Their food is not labeled, and it's triggering to those with eating disorders.
Wow. Really? I'm going to say that's too much. I'm going to say she went over the line there.
I think she went over the line. That was a little bit of Karening.
Yes. Yeah. I also think maybe she's in a place in her life where she her expectations don't match reality is what I'm thinking.
I think so very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Having as someone who had a sugar-free sherbet this weekend.
Yeah.
I can tell you that place had sugar everything and then one thing that said zero sugar sherbet, and that's the one I got to have. That's how it works, lady.
Exactly.
I don't even know any of her music. Give me a song.
I think it looks like I'm looking at what JC Calhoun posted. I think I might have gotten it wrong. It was the other way around. She slammed the shop for carrying sugar-free cookies and other diet foods, which she saw as perpetuating a culture of body shame and disordered eating. So it's even worse than I thought.
Well, some of us are borderline diabetic. We can't have the shug, so calm down, Karen.
Exactly.
Lame. I'm glad Truth Tigress and I are in agreement here. I really like the places are having options. Otherwise, I don't eat.
Totally, me too. Her actual tweet was, finding it extremely hard to order froyo from @TheBigChillOfficial when you have to walk past tons of sugar-free cookies and other diet foods before you get to the counter, she wrote. Do better, please.
What? Is she the same one that did the video that's so super controversial that basically mimicked her overdose experience, and everyone's pissed at her because?
God, did she really?
Yeah, she did. So she OD'd some time ago, I guess, and then this new music video is her singing through her overdose, and she's in a hospital and the stuff tied to her and everything, and she thinks it's this expression of like, this is what I went through. I went through this, this whole thing, and other people are looking at it and going, Yeah, that's shitty. You shouldn't speak for everybody who have got no place in their life where an overdose has happened or there's anything like this is just not a good victim thing. I don't know.
Wow.
Demi Lovato, who are you? What's the deal? I just remember her from that weird beach movie with James Franco where he was the pimp or whatever. What was that?
Spring Breakers?
Spring Breakers.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen it, and I want to, but I know that it's very it looks creepy. It just looks creepy.
It's Garbaggio, I thought. It's the music's really cool though. I'll give it that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not even good.
It's I mean I like the how do I put this? It's very purient and it's meant to just be like, ew, yeah, young girls, like, ew. Like there's something about it that's just real got a high creep factor. I will say James Franco, either because maybe a real life experience, I don't know, but he's very good at this creepy pimpy guy.
Sure.
And the girls all seem like they're on heroin. And then when there's the beach parties, there's some great like techno beach music. That stuff's great. Other than that
doesn't sound like enough. That does not sound like enough for me to watch.
Brian, don't waste your time is what I'm saying.
I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah,
okay, good, done.
But I will say, speaking of dubs, well, I didn't really say dub, but speaking of not wasting your time, Brian and I are going to give the big thumbs up to What the Dub, a game we played on our play date on Friday or Saturday rather. That game's great. It's totally fun. A little dirty, but fun.
It's only dirty if you make it dirty, right? I mean,
it's easily made dirty. Let me put it that way.
Easily made dirty. There's like, if you play this with the family, if you're not tempted to put something rude or gross in as an answer to one of these things, then you're not going to win.
Yeah, it's really fun. For those at home who don't know, this is how it worked. Basically, you'd get a old, out of print, non-copyrighted, crappy movie clip. It was very film sacky sort of stuff. And it would be a scene, and in the scene, I saw one with Richard Price. That's as close as we got to like anyone I recognized. The rest of them,
Vincent Price. Vincent Price.
What'd I say?
Richard Price.
Richard Price? Who even is that?
I don't know.
There's no Richard Price.
Vincent's younger brother. Yeah.
Dick Price. Anyway, so then they say a thing, and then they will have a blank space either in between dialogue or at the very end of this dialogue. It's a very short clip. And then the rest, then it's your job, all of you, to fill it in. Like say, well, what did they say?
Create your own.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're not trying to be accurate. You're trying to make people laugh. You're trying to be the funniest.
Exactly. It's one of those, it's like a typical Jackbox game, even though this isn't Jackbox, but it's one of those games where everybody comes up with an answer, everybody votes on whose answer is funniest, that person gets the points.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. And then you all laugh and have a good time. Well, the basic trick of that is, of course, you're going to be a little naughty.
Of course,
you can't help it. The guy walked in and said, one guy breathed in somebody else's face.
That's right. A woman said, "Let me smell your breath," and
he
goes,
like, and then she says something, and of course, we're going to think of the worst possible thing.
Right, of course.
I had a poo for lunch, or something horrible.
Yeah. Cat vomit, nipples kept coming up. The word nipple, I think, was the most used word in our entire game.
Oh yeah, it was like 4 rounds in a row, just 4 nipples in a row. It's crazy.
Yes,
more nipples than any one man should have.
I think people try to write things that sound like you would say them because they think they'll get votes, because people think that it's Scott's.
That did happen a couple of times. So I was just like, all right, you guys. It was really fun, though, and I recommend it. It's like $8 on Steam. It's like nothing. And they're about to put a big update in there to let you have the whole audience vote and play.
Which is great, yeah. Yeah, the
cool.
creator of the game actually even showed up for the for TMS Playdate, and we were talking with him. And
oh, yeah, that's right. He's out there stream sniping, found us. And
Mark Nova, I think, or something like that, right? I feel bad. I should remember the guy's name.
Zondar, Lord of the Fourth Dimension. I don't remember.
Mark Zorn.
That's it. I knew it was a Z. I knew there was a Z. Anyway, it's a good time. We
Super
really had
cool.
fun.
Very good stuff.
Yeah. So check it out. What the Dub on Steam and possibly other platforms I'm just not aware of. Okay. It's time for us to play Babel Royale. And to do it, one Brian Dunaway asked to join the call. And I'm way behind, so...
Sorry.
So that tells you where I'm at. Oh, here we
I
go.
can talk for a while you're pulling Brian Dunaway in. Yeah,
He's on his way.
There you go.
Hey,
That's
in
it.
case we don't get to news today, Brian, is there anything going on that you've released on podcast today? Anything that we
There
should
is
know?
nothing today. Tomorrow we'll see some ANTP shows. Normally there's a soundography on Mondays, but there is not one today.
Well, today it's a Monday. We're taking it slow. We're taking it easy.
Kind of taking it slow.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
All right, check this out. Welcome to the show, Brian Dunaway, all the way from South Carolina. And honestly, he's always right here in our hearts anyway, so he never really leaves. Brian, hi. How are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. How are you guys today?
Hey, man.
Good, sir. How are you?
It's Monday. You can't take it easy on Monday. I mean, that's Friday talk.
Oh,
on
listen.
Monday, you're supposed to give it all your effort, so by Wednesday, you can be like, meh.
You
we'll
can
see.
coast a little bit? Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. Good to
All
know.
right.
Good to know.
Put all your effort up front. That way you don't stress out later in the week, man.
Yeah. Did you say that away? You did, didn't you? I like that.
That away.
Zataway.
Oh, it's awesome.
The way we do it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. We're going to bring on a listener and play a little game. Let's find out who's been holding. Hi, thanks for holding. Who's this?
Hey, this is Michael Tiger Fay from Columbus, Ohio.
Well, hello,
Hey.
Michael Tiger Fay from Columbus,
Listen
Ohio.
to that voice.
Yeah, he sounds great.
Sounds like he's in the room with me.
Yeah, that's really good. That's the best, maybe the best we've ever had. Also, we met, right? When I was in Columbus, didn't we meet?
We didn't meet, but you did remove me from a reality show called America's Next Top Podcast.
Oh, that's right. That's right, I did. Well, I say I. You know, it was a group effort. All the judges
Of course.
participated.
Yeah,
Collective
we could
effort.
look at the voting. I think it really was you.
Yeah, yeah. I loved it there. I want to go back to Columbus when things get normal. I liked it a
Oh, yeah.
lot. That's a cool town. All right, we're going to now play this game. Brian Ibbott's got to explain it, though, and work out what you could win. Brian?
That's correct, Scott. So I'm writing his name here in the chat so that if we don't get his prize to him today, it's not like, oh yeah, who won on Monday? I'm going to give Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, well, the win goes to the other player naturally. Michael Tiger Fay, your job is to predict who is going to come out on top based on today's topic. Today, you're playing for a personal random sketch from Scott on a limited edition TMS card,
Yeah.
as well as a Frog Pants print pack, or Frob Pants, as Scott wrote.
Oh.
Is that right? Frob pants?
Frog Pants.
Oh, okay. I have an announcement.
We're officially
I was going to
changing.
save this for later, but I'll go ahead and tell you now. We're changing it to Frob pants. Welcome.
Oh, finally. Finally.
Frog
Frog
Pants.
I've been frobbing for this for a long time. All right. So before they can start, they need a topic. Let's give them a topic. They might have expected this. They might have prepared for this because last
But
week we did the
Most
Oscar
likely,
winners.
we did not.
But
Yeah.
most likely you did not.
Yeah.
Last week we had the most nominated women in the history of the
Oh.
Academy Awards. Today, let's do the most nominated men in the history of the Academy Awards.
Okay.
I've got a list of about 30 names. I did not write down the number like I usually do. Sorry, Bobby. But all of them have had 5 or more nominations for Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor. Keep in mind, like we saw with last week, some of these people might have gotten nominations for being a director, but those don't count. Only Best Actor
Oh.
and Best Supporting
Well,
Actor.
that's a good point. Okay. And then some of these have also won. That includes
Yes.
those nominations. Okay.
Correct. Yes. Whether they won or not, it's how many times they got nominated that matters.
Got it.
Michael Tiger Fahey, you've heard the confidence level of our contestants. Who would you like to go first?
And the vigorous way Brian pronounced your name. Who would you like
Michael
to go
Tiger
first?
Fahey.
I like it.
Right.
And who do you think? And also, who do you think is going to win? There's that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. Well, if I recall last week with the women, I think Scott did pretty well.
I did.
I'm going to go ahead and say Scott and then let Brian go first.
All right.
You recalled correctly. I
Yeah.
think at the end of last week I said, please no more Oscar questions because I suck at them. Here we are, Monday.
Yep.
Really? Did
Here
we
we
say
are.
that? I don't remember if we said that or not.
Oh, well.
Well, I guess we did.
The question was in the hat, and Ibbott wasn't about to change it.
Here's why I think you should do fine, because you are a film fan, and I think a lot of
I
these
am.
names will just come to you. I think you'll do just fine. I
I
think I'm
agree.
still going to
And I-
win, but I think you'll do fine.
I'm going to
Yeah.
go right up top. I'm going to go with Robert De Niro.
Bobby De Niro. By the way, I meant to tell you guys, you each have, just like we did last week, you each have 2 mulligans.
Oh, 2 mulligans.
I
Not
don't
including-
like
Or did I
how
give you
you
guys
brought
just one?
that up immediately after my first answer. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Well, it's funny you say that because
No.
no, I'm kidding. Robert De
Oh, thank
Niro's
God.
got 7 nominations, 5 for Best Actor, 2 for Best Supporting Actor. He's only won twice, and those wins were for The
Really?
Godfather Part 2 and for Raging Bull.
Godfather Part 2. Interesting. Such a side role. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do his buddy Al Pacino. Let's get him in there.
That's
other
what
guy.
I was going
The
to
other
next.
guy from that movie there, Al Pacino. Hoo-ah! Take a flamethrower to this place. 9 nominations.
9.
5 for Best
Dadgummit, I
Actor.
went with the wrong one.
You did. Well, it doesn't matter.
No, you
It's
got
not
it
like you
right.
get more points
Yeah, you
higher
got
in
it
the
right.
list.
I know, but I got the more cachet.
Al Pacino's only won once. Do you guys know the movie?
Scent of a Woman, I believe.
Yeah, I just gave it to you, basically. Yep, that's exactly
wow.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder what she smelled like.
Like a woman. Duh.
Like a woman.
Like that lady in that, or like what's her name in that film sack
Right.
movie you just watched after being in that ship in 147 degrees. Anyway.
Well,
Yes,
it wouldn't be
exactly.
the Oscars if Jack Nicholson, or maybe he wouldn't be a basketball game. But anyway, Jack Nicholson's always at the Oscars. Surely he must be doing more than just hanging out.
He's
gonna go with-
he's. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it. I'm going to go with Jack Nicholson.
There you go. I was just gonna say he's always in the front row, no matter what. He's always
Yeah.
in the front row, whether it's
I'm
a
here.
basketball game or the Oscars.
Mhm.
I'm here and I'm happy.
Yeah, that dude has 12 nominations. He's
Holy
actually
Moses.
got the most nominations on the men's side of things. Nothing compared to Meryl Streep's 21. But Jack Nicholson has 8 Best Acting and 4 Best Supporting Acting nominations.
Nice,
He's won 3
nice.
times.
Okay, I know these. First,
All right.
Best Actor for the one with Helen Hunt, As Good as It Gets.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
His cameo in Prince's The Batman.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No. Now you threw me. I can't remember the other 2.
Oh, good.
One
Good.
Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Did he win for that?
He did win for that, yes.
Okay, and then shit, I don't remember the third one.
Terms of Endearment.
Ow.
And where?
It
I
should have
was
been.
inches from a clean getaway.
It should have been. It was a very competitive year in 06, 07, so I'm not surprised, but he should have won for The Departed. He was so good
Yeah,
in The Departed.
he really was, yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. Okay.
All right, back to you, Scott.
All right, let's go with it just slipped who I was going to pick. What's the upper limit again? Is it 6? What was it?
I just got one.
5.
Five.
5 or more nominations.
I have another one in my
think
head.
Probably Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart.
Ooh,
Jimmy
that's a good
Stewart has been nominated exactly 5 times.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Never nominated for Best Supporting Actor because when you have Jimmy Stewart in your movie, he is the best actor. 5 nominations, only 1 win, and it wasn't for any of his Hitchcock stuff. It was the Philadelphia Story in 1941 that
Nice.
James Stewart won for.
Nice. I thought he won for Mr. Smith, or maybe he was nominated. I don't know.
He was nominated, but he did not win for
Okay.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
What about that? What about that monkey movie? What was that one?
Yeah,
Or am I thinking about the
Yep.
rabbit one?
you're thinking
Rabbit
about the
one.
Invisible Rabbit, Harvey.
That's it. Harvey. That's it. Harvey.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait,
No,
I'm
no,
going to
no,
lose
It's
the
a
one.
Wonderful Life. No, yeah,
I've got one in my head. Shut up. It's definitely going to be Dustin Hoffman. Definitely got to have been nominated
definitely
at least,
Dustin Hoffman.
at
Definitely
least a
Dustin
couple of
Hoffman.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 nominations for Best Actor,
Nice.
0 nominations for Best Supporting Actor.
Oh,
I know
he doesn't support, does he?
He doesn't support. He's unsupportable. Kramer versus Kramer and Rain Man, his only wins in the.
I knew Rain Man was
Oscars.
one. I wasn't sure about the other
Yeah.
one.
definitely.
I thought he won for or no, he was nominated for Best Supporting in that American Gigolo, right? Was he nominated?
Was Dustin
about
Hoffman
his-
even in American Gigolo?
Yes.
How about his role in Meet the Parents Part 2?
Yes.
Or is it
No,
3?
you're thinking of Midnight Cowboy.
Or Midnight Cowboy, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I knew it was one about dude prostitutes. I knew that.
He might have been nominated for Best Actor for that.
But not supporting.
Even though Voight was kind of the main.
Well, I think Voight did get nominated for Best Actor. I thought there was a supporting nom for him. I guess not.
I'm going to look it up here.
Because he definitely wasn't the main
was
guy.
nominated for Best Actor for Midnight Cowboy.
Really?
So it might have been one of those situations where it was dual.
I think it
Midnight
was.
Cowboy,
They didn't give Voight. Did they nominate Voight? Because Voight's terrible. Did he get anything?
Yes. John Voight was also nominated for Best Actor.
As
They
the
did not
Anaconda.
win.
Yeah, as the anaconda, as the guy that got spit out the anaconda and winked at it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Continue on,
right.
Brian. Your turn.
Oh, is it my turn again?
Or is it my turn? Wait, who got the last
That
one?
was Scott had that one.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
What did he say?
No.
Because
No.
I said
You said
definitely.
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but just I didn't hear what he said. I was like, oh crap, I missed it.
No, it's my turn.
Okay, good.
It is back to
Woo.
Scott.
Okay, let's do Denzel Washington.
Oh, that's
Denzel Washington. 8 nominations, 6 for Best Actor, 2 for Best Supporting Actor. His 2 wins.
Wait, let me guess.
Yep.
The one
One
with,
I think is obvious, and the other one's like, oh yeah, right.
the one with Training Day.
Training
And then-
Days. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, and then 2. Hold on.
Is Scott getting any extra points for this? Because we're really
No.
just.
He
Did
did
he win for? I know, but I'm. This is trivia I'm good at. Glory. No, he's nominated in Glory. Didn't win.
Are you sure you're
He
good
won
at this?
he did win for Glory.
We won for
I
Glory.
think you
okay.
think you're good at this.
Dude, did you remember that he got nominated and won for Glory? I don't think you did. I did. All right, I'll take it. I'll take my win. Continue.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna go with these are the ones I remember, the ones that have all the controversy around them. I'm gonna go with Leonardo DiCaprio for being nominated 20 times and never being ever or until recently selected. Right?
He won for.
That's exactly right. Yes.
He won for that.
What
Bear
was
wrestling-
What did he win for, Scott?
The bear wrestling movie.
That's absolutely right. Yes. He won for The Revenant.
Revenant. That's it.
That is his only win, despite having 6 nominations, 5
It's
for
only
Best
been
Actor.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 for Best
Okay.
Actor, 1 for Supporting Actor, but
He won. He got a supporting actor for Gilbert's Grape. And then a whole bunch of other shit. Departed's in there for nom.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's.
I think The Aviator,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe Inception. I don't remember with Inception. Probably not. That was too much of a big crowd pleaser.
Yeah, I don't think that was. Let's see. He was nominated for. Let's see.
You know what's
Here we
hilarious
go.
is though the least amount of acting he actually did was in The Revenant because he was like muted for most of the movie. It's such a bummer.
That's what they find. That you're
Right.
doing it right. They said. You're doing it
Aviator,
right.
Blood Diamond, Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Oh,
thought
Blood
Aviator
Diamond's
was
good,
pretty good.
dude. Blood
I thought
Diamond's
he did pretty good,
underrated. Everyone should see Blood Diamond. It's very good. Anyway,
It is good.
all right.
I think he should have won one for just saying Rose that so many times.
It's a lot of times.
Amazing.
Okay, let's do. Let's get your. I think Morgan Freeman's probably on this list. Morgan Freeman.
Oh, didn't you
You
already
think
say?
correctly. Yes, he's had 5 nominations, only 1 win. 3 Best Actor, 2 Supporting
Driving Miss
Actor.
Daisy,
He won
right?
for...
Driving Miss Daisy.
No!
Hold
I
on.
would have thought that too.
Hold on. Really?
Yeah, really.
Driving Miss
It's
Daisy.
surprised that would have been my guess too. He was nominated for that, but he did not win.
Oh, I've got that all wrong in my head. Then what was the movie?
$1 Million Baby
Oh.
was his finally his win.
Boo!
Yeah, Street Smart in 1987, nomination for Driving Miss Daisy, nomination for Shawshank, and nomination for Invictus, but his only win was supporting actor for $1 Million Baby.
Okay. I've never seen that movie.
Baby.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's
probably
it's
see
what
it.
you'd expect from a boxing sports movie, like
Well, it sounds like a cut above, though, right? Because, that thing was nominated for all sorts of shit that year. And, like, it's better
I mean,
than your
it's good,
average. Yeah.
but it's not unpredictable, I guess. Is sports movies that win Oscars usually aren't, though.
Yeah. that's
Rocky's a
point.
good example of one that was kind of unpredictable.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
I know. You didn't think it was going to win, and they came back at the very end.
You
and
know what
won.
a great movie that should have won all the awards of sports movie? Miracle. If you've never seen Miracle, amazing. Even if you don't like hockey or the 80s, watch it. It's great.
You don't like hockey or the 80s.
Well, it happened in the 80s.
And you want me to watch your stupid hockey 80s movie.
It didn't come out in the 80s. It's newer than that, but it's very good. I can think of his name.
No, the Miracle is about Miracle on Ice, right?
No,
one of two things is going to happen
The
here.
Natural was the baseball one.
Natural's the baseball one, but Miracle's based on a real story. It was us beating the Russians during the height of the Cold War, and it's I can't think of his name.
One of two things is going to happen here.
Dad.
You're going to give me an answer.
Who's Star-Lord's dad, though? What's his name? What's
Kurt
wrong?
Russell.
Kurt Russell. He's amazing. He's a coach in it. He's really good. All right, go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
So do you want to use that one, Brian? Just kidding.
I don't think Kurt Russell's on that list.
Okay, you know me. Like I said, I'm going to stick with the not necessarily controversial, but it definitely made some buzz. Some people were giving it some crap. I'm going to go with Joaquin Phoenix. Has been nominated for a few.
Phoenix.
Not six.
Right?
Joaquin.
I don't like to. Am I saying it wrong? Is that the problem?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Brother of River Phoenix.
Only.
Joaquin. Go ahead.
4 nominations.
Son of a butthole.
3 Best Actor and 1 Best Supporting Actor. Of course, he did get his 1 win a couple years ago for the Joker. Joker.
Well,
there's your first.
What about when he got stabbed that one time?
That one time.
In the village.
Yeah, you got that. That was a supporting actor role.
Adrian Brody stabbed him right in the gut.
All right, Brian, you got to rapid fire the next
one.
Oh,
it's my turn? Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to go with controversial, never shows up. Marlon Brando.
It's a very good one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's a very good one to say. 7 Best Actor nominations, 1 Best Supporting Actor nomination. Very famously had Sacheen Littlefeather go and accept his award for...
Hold on, let me guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Godfather.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Did he get one for Streetcar Named Desire or is nominated that
He
year?
did not. He won for On the Waterfront and The Godfather, and that's it.
Did he get Best Supporting for Apocalypse Now? Was that a thing?
He should have.
Because that's a hell of a thing, man. That holds up.
That is a hell of a thing.
People should watch that movie now. It
Streetcar Named Desire, Viva Zapata, Julius Caesar, On the Waterfront, Sayonara, The Godfather, Last Tango in Paris, and A Dry White Season. His only nomination. So
wait, a dry white season?
Yeah.
What does that
dry
mean?
white season.
That's what you have after you're done putting butter on your bum from the other movie from Paris.
No, they don't want to be dry. You want it before, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly right.
It's too late at that point.
All right.
Dice Tomato says, "Wait, are there any women on this list?"
No, of course
dude?
not. Well, we said best male actor. We didn't say actor, so you would think, right?
Yeah, women was last week.
That was last week, Dice Tomato. That's hilarious. All right, let's do Tom Hanks. I think maybe falls into this.
That's a good one. Oh, why didn't I think of that?
It's a very good one. It's a good one because it's right. 6 nominations, 5 for Best Actor, 1 for Best Supporting Actor. Won twice.
Ferris Bueller. Forrest Gump. And twice, you say. Philadelphia is the other one.
Philadelphia.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know why I remember this. I don't even watch the Oscars. Isn't that weird?
I know.
It's weird.
Well, you can know the Oscars without having
I
watched
usually
the
catch
Oscars.
the
I wasn't alive when George Washington was president, but I'm still aware that he was president.
Well, I'm just saying I've got a pretty good knowledge of a trivial aspect of life, not just not the first president of the United States. A little bit different. All right, Dunaway, your turn.
Yeah.
Wow. It seems like I remember after Sean Penn beat up Madonna, he went on to the Oscars.
Yeah, that was
no,
right,
wait,
man.
he beat up the reporter. No, that's not right.
He beat up the reporter, exactly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew he beat up somebody. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with Sean Penn because they're always saying he's good at stuff.
He's totally wasted. 5 times he was nominated for Best Actor, and 0 times for Best Supporting Actor. But he has 2 wins.
Dead Man Walking.
That's better than I thought.
And
I thought I was out. I thought I lost.
Dead Man Walking and one other thing. Not the one where they were all one of their childhood friends was like a molester and they found a body or something. What was that called?
Yeah, that was called Mystic River, and that
Mystic
actually
River.
is the one that he got nominated, that he won for.
Oh, he was good
Did
at that.
not win for Dead Man Walking. I think only Susan Sarandon won for that one, but he also won for Milk.
Oh, Milk! Harvey Milk!
Harvey Milk.
How do you
Where's
win for
Harvey
drinking
Milk?
Where's Harvey
Oh.
Milk? Are you Harvey Milk?
Okay.
Are you Harvey Milk? All right. Sorry. Oh, my turn.
It is back to you. Yes.
Guy, what just retired? You drink your Harvey milkshake. Oh, I will come for you no matter what occurs. Hold on.
This is fun. No, we're not going to help you, kid. This is the best part.
This is the best part. You struggling?
Why can't I think of that guy's name?
It's called age.
Yeah.
No, I'm I can't think of his name. All right, I'll say George Clooney.
We'll wait
'cause
here
I
all day if
can't-
we have to.
I can't think of the other guy. So George Clooney. I can't think of the other guy.
Oh no, really?
I can't think of it right now.
All right, well, let's move over to George Clooney then.
I know he's
Give
done a
you
bunch
some
of.
time to think about that one.
Think about your answer.
Think about your answer. Although you won't have much time to think because Scott's going to have to come up with another one. George Clooney has 4 nominations:
Oh,
three
no.
best actor, one
Oh, I just
supporting
thought of it.
actor.
I just thought of it. Can I
Okay.
change or is it? Do I have to? You're the rules.
Well, George Clooney stole your mulligan, your first mulligan. So
Oh, okay. So that was wrong.
that
All
was
right.
wrong.
All right. He did it directing stuff too, and I think that's what I'm mixing all in there. All right. So
Yeah.
let's get Daniel Day-Lewis as his freaking
There
name.
you go.
Oh, that's a good one. There's
Yes,
a good
Daniel
one.
Day-Lewis, 6 nominations, all for Best Actor. He's won half of them. He's won 3 times.
Wow.
Okay, because of the milkshake movie, the one where he's the name of the father, or someone's got his father's name, whatever that is,
In the name of the
In the
Father.
name of
Name
yes.
of the
Father,
father.
and then I don't know. That's
No,
all.
okay. So he lost actually to Tom Hanks the same year of In the Name of the Father.
Oh.
Lost to Tom Hanks for Philadelphia.
Oops.
His wins were My Left Foot, There Will Be Blood, Milkshake, and Lincoln. He's also
Lincoln.
nominated for Phantom Thread and Gangs of New York.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Gangs
so
of New York.
good. He's so good in that.
Don't remember being
Gangs
in
of
that.
New York. Do you don't? The top hat?
No.
Oh,
he's the top hat. Oh, wait
Yeah.
a minute. Yes, I do. Okay,
He's
wow,
the
I
top
totally.
hat.
He's the
Wow,
top hat.
I've seen it once.
You should see it again. It's
It
fantastic.
made a big impact on me, right?
That movie's
Can't wait to go
awesome.
back to see it again.
Yeah.
Who else is in there? DiCaprio? Who's in that?
DiCaprio's in it, yeah. And some
All
other
right, so I
people.
saw this movie yesterday, so I'm just going to go with some actors
He's
that are in my
fishing
head.
for actors, Scott. Don't let him get away with it.
Right?
We already did DiCaprio.
Shut
We
up,
already got it.
Ibbot. You're supposed to be a bystander.
I'm not going to give you
biased
anything
piece
new.
of poo.
I'm giving you nothing new. Nothing I don't already know.
Right.
Go for it.
Okay, so I watched Falling Down the other day. I'm gonna go with Michael Douglas. It was
Oh,
just
good. Michael
I love that.
Douglas.
He seemed like somebody who at least got nominated. I don't know if you ever won anything.
Yeah. Why don't you serve breakfast? It's
That's the scene.
9:59.
That's
Why
the
can't I
scene.
get breakfast?
Just go ahead and eat your breakfast there. Just settle down. Just...
Yeah, Michael Douglas. Good
Oh,
choice,
shoot.
except not for this. Michael Douglas has been
Damn it.
nominated. Where is it?
Twice, right?
Oh my God, is it that
I
bad?
think it's twice.
I'm not even finding him. Yeah,
But he's
not-
Hollywood royalty.
Doesn't matter. I think it's twice for him. If I nomination, I mean, he never won anything.
Yeah, I'm looking. Hold on a sec. I do want to find
Wow.
out. While you're thinking about your second answer,
Yeah,
I've already got one.
What do you got? Now this is
I'm
that
gonna
was
go
your
with.
second mulligan.
I'm gonna
so-
go with Robert Duvall because I watched the same movie and I'm just grasping at actor straws.
Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robert
Why do you
Duvall,
say
Robert
it like
Duvall.
that?
Yeah, Robert Duvall's a good choice. 7 nominations: 3
What?
for Best Actor, 4 for Best Supporting.
Yeah.
Actor.
Oh God, I should have went with him first.
He's
Should've went with him
often
first.
supporting actor, and he's always good, man. That guy's
Yep.
great. All right, good pick, Brian. That saved your ass.
Oh God, so how many I have left? I still have one.
Well, you
You
don't
have no. That was your second mulligan, so you can't.
So but I'm still in the game.
Yeah.
You're still in the game. Yeah.
Okay, so I just got to wait for Scott to mention another actor by accident, and that's solid.
Yes,
All right, go ahead.
exactly.
All right,
Yes.
let's go back in time. I'm thinking of old actors
Oh.
now, and we're
Old
gonna
actors,
go with
okay.
let's get a look. Let's dust off old Cary Grant for a minute here. See what's going on.
Ooh, that's a good one.
choice. Cary Grant.
Cary
Judy.
He's great.
Where is he in this list? I know he's in
geez.
the list. I know he's in the list.
Oh, he's got to be in there.
Are
Are you kidding?
What?
I'm not kidding. Hold on.
Mulligan number 2.
I know. I don't think he's.
Oh my
he's-
goodness!
No. Only twice. Where the heck is it? Nominations. There we go.
Really?
He got it for the Academy's Special Honorary Oscar in 19.
Oh no, he got a
70.
runner-up with special honorary. You can't win squat.
Yep.
There we go. Penny Serenade and None But the Lonely Heart. 2 nominations.
Okay. Damn it. I have to go right away.
Still,
right?
still looking for Michael Douglas. I'm giving you a second. I don't know why he's not in the list. Even like saying, oh yeah, just 1 nomination for
Michael, and it was probably for the one where what's her name freaks out
yeah
and tries
Wall
to kill
Street.
him. Oh, Wall Street.
Wall Street's the only one. I'm surprised.
That's right, Wall
But
Street.
he did win for it. But
Right.
apparently, Greed was not that good.
No. Clearly not. Ooh, I'm really torn on this.
But old school is really good. I didn't think about all the old stuff, and it makes more sense because we talked about it last week. It's like the longer in Hollywood, the greater chances.
Well, let's go with our most the dude who just won. Let's go with Anthony Hopkins. See how
Go
he's
with
doing.
that guy.
Ooh, that's
a
a good
choice.
Yeah.
6
think of that one.
nominations for Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most recent one didn't even bother showing up. 4 nominations for Best Actor, 2 nominations for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
You
and he's
terrible,
won-
you terrible 80-year-old man not wanting to travel the world during COVID to accept your stupid
Well, he thought-
6.
He's like, there's no way I'm getting it. Bozeman's getting it. I'm just going to stay here. I'm not even going to watch the Oscars. And
Yeah. I really think he thought that.
I think so
Legit.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 wins, including The Father, of course. The other one, the other obvious one, Silence of the Lambs,
Right. Hello,
which won
Clarice.
every major category. I think
In the
that year.
third movie, I'll eat the brain of that guy from that other movie. All right. All right. Well, that's
Another movie.
it's your time. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my time.
Yeah.
It's my time now, Scott.
Goodfellas. That's
my
what I
time.
meant. I was thinking
Down
of-
here, it's my time. Up there, it's your time.
He ate Ray Liotta's brain in the third.
Did
Problem
the third
problem
movie.
is you didn't give me any good
nope.
stuff on that one, Scott.
He didn't spill any other
And I-
actors.
And I'm still trying to be old school. I know we said Jimmy Stewart, and I said Marlon Brando. It's not middle Hollywood, not super old. Did you say Cary Grant? I think that's what you said.
I don't know. Didn't we?
He went up that. He went with the Queen of the Nile that one time. Humphrey Bogart did a couple of
Oh,
decent films
That's
back
a
in the day.
pretty good call.
But
yeah.
but he's more like the people's champion. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with Humphrey Bogart. Maybe people still nominated him. I'm not liking how quiet Ibbott is being right now.
Humphrey Bogart 3 times.
Oh no!
Unfortunately. Yeah, 3 Best Actor nominations, only won once for The African Queen. With
Yeah, African Queen.
Dang, dude! I would have almost. He was on my list of like last second like safety calls. I
Right.
was sure
he would have been a good
one.
choice, but
Yeah.
that means Michael Tiger Fahey is a winner.
Woo!
He's
Winner,
still
winner,
awake.
chicken dinner.
Yeah, how you doing over there? You doing all right? You keeping with us?
Oh, doing great. Yeah,
No, that's good.
I was taking a little break from studying for my law school finals this morning, checking in on
that's
TMS, and I
awesome.
happened to get on the show. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's great.
Good
We're
timing.
always looking for
Congratulations.
pro bono kind of somebody in the audience who can help us out with a weird case here and there. So I'm glad you're
For sure.
glad
Yeah, we
you're
might
getting
need
close
that.
to bar. Yeah. When you pass the
Yeah,
bar, you
maybe.
let us know, and we'll bug you. I'm sure. it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been working on my podcast after ANTP, and it's going well.
Oh,
Going to
that's
launch
great.
in about a month. Very excited about that.
Yeah, very cool. That's awesome. Well done, dude. Also well done on picking the right horse in this here race. That means that these prizes will be sent directly to you, but you got to send me an email address So, send me an email, and then I'll get your shipping address. That's what'll happen.
Mail me a letter with your email address.
Yes. Friend me through the mail. Anyway, that address is scott@frogpants.com, and I will hook you up then. Congratulations. Well done, and we'll see you soon.
That's right. Let me give you guys the list of
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable. No, actually, I thought he would have been a good one too. Somebody said Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, I think, has only been nominated once.
For Mr. Mom.
No, he had one for Big Short. Birdman. Or not Big Short. The one about the Catholic molester thing. Wasn't he nominated
Spotlight?
for that? Yeah, wasn't he nominated for Spotlight?
Let me take a look here. He's not on the list, which is 2 or more.
Maybe not. I may remember that wrong. He was excellent in that.
He was excellent. Yeah, only 2015.
He'll get a posthumous for duplicity or multiplicity when he dies. It'll all be done.
That's right. All right, here's everybody else you could have said really quickly. Right. Laurence Olivier, Spencer Tracy, Paul Newman, Jack Lemmon.
Did we say Paul Newman?
Nobody said Paul Newman. Peter O'Toole. He's a tool. Jeff Bridges.
What?
Richard Burton. Michael Caine.
Oh, Michael Caine, of course.
Gary Cooper. Gene Hackman. Frederick Marsh.
Wait, is it the same Michael Caine that Christopher Nolan stunt casts in all of his films? Is that the Michael Caine?
That's the same. Okay. The very same one.
All right.
Cool. Paul Mooney, Gregory Peck, Albert Finney, and Arthur Kennedy.
Nice. Nice. Yes. Arthur Kennedy. His name's really...
I wouldn't have guessed most of them.
Good old Arthur Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
From films like...
Oh, I love that one. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a really good one. He was awesome. Obviously, he was really good.
Yeah, the director's cut was good. The colorization, pretty bad idea. Anyway, hey, Brian, you did it. You helped somebody win. That's what matters.
Right. I just so hope that next week is another Oscar question.
I'm in. See, what's funny is Brian tries to see them all before the Oscars. I tend to see them trickle after, and I'm kind of on my way with that. I've got a few under my belt, and I'm going to keep going.
Sure.
My next
one
is
we didn't trickle back to last year.
Parasite's happening. It's happening. It's there. It's for me. I'm going to see it.
It is. There's no way that Parasite's going to be as good as all the lead up that I've been giving it. Like
what? Okay.
The more I ask it.
If I had, let's say I had this as a TV screen, and here's that, and then right next to it is that octopus teacher deal.
Oh, my octopus teacher, yes.
I should watch that first, or what should I watch in order? How should I handle it?
Watch Octopus Teacher when Carter is available to watch it with you, and she's in the chat room. Hey, Carter.
Oh, good.
And then watch Parasite at your convenience.
At leisure.
So Carter, no reason. Just want you to, watch a movie with me, and she's mad at me because yesterday we're watching that Mitchells versus the Machines, which I cannot recommend enough. Yeah. And it has a very sweet, sad, but melancholy kind of family moment.
Sure.
And she's mad at me because it's on, and I'm going, I'll bet this is making her a little sniffly. So I just lean forward and look at her, and then she's like, "Stop it, Dad! What kind of dad looks at me while I'm..." And she's like all pissed at me because I watched her cry while the thing happened. So
Tina does the same thing. She doesn't get mad that I make her watch a sad thing. She gets mad if I look over at her and she's wiping a tear away. It's like,
don't look at me, I'm a monster.
I didn't ruin the moment. She says I ruined it. I didn't. I just looked at you. That's all.
Carter in the chat room says, the trailer for My Octopus Teacher made me cry.
That's great.
I like it. She's emotionally in sync with things, and it makes me happy. And I know she's annoyed when I do this, but I like it. Anyway, all right. That's it. Brian, we're going to do the Boop Show tomorrow, so everybody tune in tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 Mountain Time, where we talk about indie games, indie news, indie stuff. We're all about the indies there on the Boop Show. Anything else you want to mention before we go?
Sure. If you want to tune in tonight, I'll be doing my Boop Show homework. We are the caretakers. Real-time strategy, Scott.
Oh, RTS, you say? Oh, I have that one too. I'm curious what your take on that is. Yeah, I also have it. It's very weird, that game.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about all that tomorrow. Bye. All right. He's gone. Now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're running a little late, but not too bad. We'll have Bill here. We got a great question for Bill that I think a lot of us will relate to. So stick around for that. And then, of course, Steven Schleicher after that. Before all that, though, a song prepared, curated, cooked, and served by Brian Ibbett.
Yeah, so it's been a long time since I've played some electronic music on here. So let's get to that. This is from Australia. It's by a guy named Timothy Poulton, who performs as Timothy and the Apocalypse. He has a brand new album, his first LP, called Future So Bright. Here is the first song from it. It's called You Oughta Love Me. Here's Timothy and the Apocalypse.
What are you laughing at? Why do you laugh so much? What are you, happy?
We purified by our kisses are eternally healed. This is the morning stream.
A lot of recommendations for that octopus teacher there in the chat.
It's very, very good.
Gonna see it. All right, that song once again.
Once again, that song is from Timothy and the Apocalypse. It's called You Oughta Love Me, but they say that name so many times you've probably already figured it out.
Oh, well, very nice. All right, let's get Bill in here and have a little Bill time.
Your bat cave's open there, Bill.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Bill Duran. He is Punished Prop's own, and he joins us as he always does on Mondays to talk a little bit about the world of makers and making things. Bill, welcome back to the program.
Good morning.
Sorry we're late. We usually get you about 10 minutes ago, but
I blame Brian Dunaway. Really,
it's his fault. We know it
completely his fault. Nobody else's.
Those games never go long because he always has to introduce I love his introductions of stuff. His answers are never just like Tom Hanks. It's right. Well, we know him from such films as and these TV things, and he'll just go on for a day before he'll say the name. I love it. Don't go changing. All right. Hey, Bill's here. We're going to talk a little bit about this is a question I'm really glad somebody asked because I have this question of Bill, and I know how I handle it, but it's also a different world of creation that I live in than Bill does, and so maybe he handles it differently. So I'll just read it. Here it is. It's from somebody named House Boys with a Z, House_Boys.
My favorite rap group from the 90s.
That's a cool name. It says, hey, has Bill ever scrapped a project midway through because things just weren't working out? And if so, how does he deal with that and move on? Simple question. Probably not a simple answer. I don't know. But Bill, how do you want to address that? What do you do when you got something you're like, oh man, this is just not working out. I gotta start over or whatever.
Oh yeah. I have a gigantic pile of shame. These are projects that were started and never finished. There are dozens of projects that have stalled in the research phase. I have several scratch builds that have completely stalled. And I have many unpainted resin kits. Many of them I've traded friends. I make resin kits. My friends make resin kits. We traded. Some of them I've paid lots of money for. And they're just sitting on the shelf. It's my personal pile of shame is actually probably a lot larger than most people. But also, I've started hundreds of projects.
Yeah.
And I'm here to say it's okay. It's all right to have a big pile of unfinished projects.
For you, it's like a sketchbook, just very physical, object-oriented sketchbook.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Because I've heard this before from other people. Andrew Smith here in Salt Lake City, who does a lot of sculpture work, made that big hand with the gun trophy that we use at Nerdtacular.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really talented dude, and he's used to making big installations with crazy perpetual machines and ball rollers and all that kind of stuff. And I've been to his little like construction barn place, and it feels like that. If you didn't know any better, you'd say, well, what's this junkyard full of wonderful things? But what it is, it's a million ideas, and how you jot those down is you go weld three things together. That's the sketch, and then you may put it away for a while, and then later come back to it, or you may never. But for those of us who work with paper or digital, we don't, we have stacks of paper. We don't have a warehouse full of stuff. So just seems
suddenly
like
you got to find a place to put all these unfinished projects.
Yeah, so it's like it's a orders of magnitude bigger of a management problem. And in your case, I mean, right now that you're in between studios, you're moving stuff around. That's probably even harder, right? Because you kind of have to temporarily not downsize, but you have to strip a little bit before you move out again and then get bigger again. And I don't know, it sounds hard.
It's actually kind of convenient. I moved my entire shop 3 years ago, and I'm moving in again now. Anything that I stumble upon that I haven't touched in 3 years. Like there are projects I have moved from my basement to the shop, and those projects are going to get moved back from the shop to the basement, having never been worked on. I can take the opportunity to look at those projects and be like, hey, Bill, be honest with ourselves. You ever going to do this thing? Does it make the move?
Yeah.
So I may do some culling. But I do want to mention to anyone, and I know everyone who makes stuff has projects they never finish. It's cool. Those projects, if you keep them, they may re-inspire you a few years down the road. Or maybe you'll end up taking that half-finished thing and passing it on to someone else if they want to finish it.
Sure.
Or maybe you got everything you wanted out of that part of the build, and it'll never see the light of day again. And that's fine, too.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
I even have a builder and unfinished project. I've got the space gun that I've glued together, sanded, and got ready to paint, and I've never painted it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yep.
But he did his.
I've never
his
painted
part.
one for myself, Brian. So
Oh,
don't
really?
you worry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm surprised. Wow.
I've painted a lot of them. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
But you've painted
I just
for
don't
now.
have any myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
And after having painted like 20 or 30 of them, I don't really want one for myself.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything that you have had where you're like midway through it and you realize it's not going to work, and then you just feel regret about it, or does that just not even enter your mind? You just move on.
Not really. Usually what happens is I get really amped about a project. I start it for a couple of weeks, and then something else captivates my imagination. And I just sort of drift away from that other project. And then after a while, I see it sitting there, and I'm like, let's just put that in a box and put it on a shelf and forget about it. And that's kind of just what happens.
Yeah. That sounds about right for me.
If for anyone having trouble, this specific case, let's say you're the kind of maker who starts projects but has trouble finishing them, right? Every project you start never gets finished. Something to consider if you're stuck in this bind is to look at the entire build process and pick out which steps you enjoy versus the ones you don't. And in that case, consider joining forces with another maker who enjoys the parts of the build that you don't enjoy as much. If you, we'll stick with prop and costume making. If you really don't like painting, right, but you are totally cool with like scratch building stuff, like you enjoy the fabrication part. Maybe you're the fabricator and you find a partner who can paint, and the two of you work together to make really cool stuff.
Right.
That's a really good point. I love 3D printing. Not so great at 3D painting.
Right. Or 3D modeling. So I know a lot of makers who are in the cosplay scene, but they focus on the 3D modeling part, and they'll offer that as a service to other cosplayers who need a 3D model of a prop made, and they'll hire out to them. They've found like they're good at 3D modeling. That's the part they enjoy the most. Just focus on that part of the build and team up with other people to get projects finished. That's totally cool too.
Yeah.
And then the other thing to consider when we make something, when we engage in the act of making, we're looking to have a specific experience during that process. We want to eventually have an end product, but the hours spent creating, we want to tailor that experience too. And consider what it is that you want to get out of that experience and focus on it. How the last thing here I have is, how do I finish so many projects? So how do I do that? And I was just actually updating my list. I have a list of every project I've finished since 2009. I finished 212 projects. And those are all individual projects. So for example, my Kickstarter was one project, but I cast 130 guns for that project. So just to keep that in mind, I finished a ton of projects, and I haven't even listed my books on here.
Yeah.
How have I done that? Well, first of all, it's part of my job. If I don't finish any of my projects, I don't make a living. That's a really good motivator.
Motivation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mortgage is the ultimate motivator.
Yeah.
Right. And I can tell. We've gone through periods where we've posted lots of videos, or we've gone through periods where we haven't posted very many videos at all. And I can watch the numbers, literally the income. I can see the graph of it starting to dip a bit when we don't finish a lot of projects, when we don't put a lot of work out.
Right.
And that's like, whoop, whoop, oh boy, that's starting to get a little small. We better put some more projects out. Better finish some of those projects we've been meaning to do.
Sure.
I've also been able to find a craft where I generally enjoy every step of the process. I like planning a build. I like fabricating it. I like molding and casting. I like painting. I enjoy every step of it. I also enjoy filming it. I also enjoy being on camera. If you find yourself stalling after the first step of every project in a certain hobby, let's say you give cosplay a try and you just can't get into it, perhaps experiment with other similar hobbies. I know so many people who got into making through cosplay, but have turned to a different creative pursuit kind of halfway through. A lot of people have gone to like painting minis for D&D or Warhammer. Like I see so many people transitioning their cosplay hobby into other creative pursuits.
Well, because there's plenty of connective creative tissue between those two things, and you might find that you prefer one over the other or whatever. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, especially like painting armor or painting props. Hand painting stuff or learning how to airbrush, those skills translate to so many other hobbies.
Sure. I'm excited. The new version of we got a glimpse at it at the last Apple event, but the new version of Procreate has model painting stuff built into it.
Paint onto a model. Yeah,
it looks really rad. Like I can't even quite tell what's going on there yet, but the community around Procreate is losing their minds. They're pretty excited about it. So we'll see what happens. One would assume once that hits, that will also include all sorts of export options and 3D printing options and all sorts of stuff, because those guys tend to go pretty pro with that. So
yeah, it sounds really cool.
We'll see what they do. All right.
There's two more things here.
Yeah.
One, deadlines. Even if you make up deadlines yourself, which is what I do, there's no one telling me I have to put out a video on a certain day. But those work really well for me. If I have a self-imposed deadline, I know it has to be finished by that point, and I tend to meet those deadlines. But also, when you're starting a project, making milestones can help a lot too. Even if you just write down like 5 steps that you want to hit during this project, I find that helps me always having the next step to look forward to, which helps get me to that. And it also keeps me on track, keeps my progress on track, which is really helpful.
Nice. You said there was one more thing. Sorry.
I think I covered it. There we go.
There you go. You got them all in one. You got the 2 for 1, a twofer.
Right on.
Well done. Great advice. And if any of you, hopefully some of you are like, oh, I don't feel so bad about not finishing that thing, and maybe I'll get back to it, and maybe just don't think about it so much. Move on to the next thing. It's not that big a deal.
Remember that even if you're having trouble finishing your projects, that Bill doesn't finish all of his projects too.
There you go.
Also that I have finished a lot. So.
Yeah, finish more than you don't, maybe.
That's a good goal. That is a healthy goal.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're finishing, you don't want to Da Vinci this thing. He was only super popular after he died, so
Right.
Try to do more while you're alive. All right, hey, that's gonna do it there for Bill. Usually leave us with a little bonus link to somebody else's work or whatever. What do you got this week?
Yeah, got a video from Destin over at Smarter Every Day. They made a little weed whacker combat arena. Smarter Every Day is the channel. 2 weed eaters hit each other is the name of the video. They're trying to figure out what the strongest weed eater wire is, so they pit them all against one another in a chaotic, like, ballet
battle royale. Oh, this is hilarious.
Of insanity. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, they really go all in here. Look at this.
This looks
stuff.
so dangerous. Like,
yes, the slow motion is so cool, though. It's so cool.
Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
They have a bracket and everything. Yeah.
I'm
glad they're not holding the weed whackers, like that. They've got machines that are doing it.
Yeah, they built a whole rig for it. Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve the 1.142 million views that video's gotten.
Absolutely.
That's very good. All right, Bill Duran, everybody. PunishProps.com is the place to go, and follow him on Twitter while you're at it. He's at Chinbeard. Bill, have a fantastic week.
Toodaloo.
Bye now.
See ya.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna watch
that. Is really cool. God, seeing those things in slow motion, you don't realize how flexible and malleable they are.
Right.
They look like spaghetti, like limp spaghetti noodles, but
yeah.
Things,
but when it's happening, you feel like it's like laser whipping. Like
yeah,
it's really really cool. All right. What do we do now? Oh, yeah. Couldn't remember what I was typing. Here we go. Steven Schleicher from Major Spoilers is going to be joining us.
I wonder if he'll want to talk about that new Marvel
He very well might. I loved it. It was awesome.
I did too.
I had the feels.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Finally seeing a little bit of footage from Eternals too.
Yeah. We get an idea of at least the tone of it, sort of. Yep. It's not a lot, but all right. Well, let's play this so we can do this.
Steven Schleicher. Steven Schleicher.
Hey, look who it is. Steven Schleicher from Majorspoilers.com, where all your pop culture needs are met. Hello, Steven.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
Hello.
Hey, so what'd you think of that thing? I assume you saw the little stinger trailer thing for
the Disney thing.
Yeah,
where they changed all the dates on some of the things.
Yeah.
Right. But finally gave us some names that we hadn't seen before.
Yeah. What's the Marvels? As far as tell me more about Marvels. Is Marvels like a Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel and all the Marvel people?
Exactly right. So
Marvel's Ms. Maisel, I believe.
Yes, exactly. So the Marvels is Captain Marvel 2, but in addition, we are also going to get the introduction to Ms. Marvel. That's why you have the S on the end, Kamala Khan, who is probably one of the newer characters in the Marvel universe. Maybe mostly she gets a lot of attention because of her Muslim heritage that she is. And so, it's going to be pretty interesting to see that representation on the screen. In fact, that's one of the stories we were talking about this week, because over the weekend or late last week, they actually had the actress Iman Vellani in her official suit from the movie. From stuff that was being shot on the street. So it's pretty cool.
Well, from the movie or from the TV show? Because the TV show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. From the TV show.
Right.
From the TV show. But then she's also going to be in the movie as well.
Right. And she looks great, and I really like that character. I love it when a comics studio, well, Marvel in this case, DC in some cases, where a character really gets out on its own and becomes part of the permanent fabric of the universe. Like in the case of DC, Harley Quinn's a good example of this. Comes out of the animated series and then just sticks in such a way that it's like you can't imagine DC without her in it now. Same thing with Ms. Marvel, which is more of a natural, like, here's a new character we're introducing. But I love when they take on that level and then stick with us. I think that stuff's great. Her powers are awesome. She's really cool in that video game. She's the best thing about that video game.
She is the best thing about the Marvel Avengers video game.
She's just
I would agree.
Yeah. Well, that's good. The part that got me was the stuff in the beginning and remembering all of us in those theaters in Vegas watching those two Avengers finales and just losing your mind when Captain America thinks he's all alone, then everybody shows up, and how the audience just freaking loses it. It's so great, dude.
Yeah, I have a question, and I only watched it once, but they've got Stan Lee doing the talk.
Yeah,
is that Stan Lee?
I mean, I assume so. I hope so.
Jeez, God, it'd be horrible if it wasn't. Like if it was some sort of digitized deep fake kind of thing.
Could be.
Yeah, that was because there's something about the voice that doesn't sound like the last time we had Stan Lee at a comic book convention, the last time he was up on stage doing stuff. And so certainly they could have done something where it's just like, hey, can you read this stuff? But there was just something in the voice that it really made me go, I don't think that's Stan Lee.
Oh, really? I think it is. I think it was just recorded at some sort of like Comic-Con or something like that, which is why there's a little bit of echoiness.
Yeah, maybe.
It could have been a combination of things. Could be some interviews mixed in with some other stuff.
Could be, right.
It may not have been the same setting, but if you're saying there's a deep Lee fake going on.
Well, Adobe introduced this, it's got to be almost 10 years ago. And now there are these softwares online where you feed it like 30 seconds of your voice, and it will, then you just type whatever you want it to say, and it will sound like Scott Johnson's voice.
I actually love that. I want to go mess with that, and I never do. I don't know why I don't think about doing it. There's also a site
because they want you to sign up, and it's kind of expensive just to play around with it.
There's a cool site where you can draw your own. You can create a font within minutes that's based on your own handwriting.
Oh, nice!
I remember having to do that. Oh, what was the game? Fontographer. It was like an old Aldus, or it was some product application back in the 90s that lets you create your own fonts, but you basically had to like go in and stitch things together and get the overlap and set all the glyphs and stuff. And we had to do it for for work because that was the only way to get a PostScript version of a logo onto the thing we were doing. But it was such a pain in the ass just for that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
But now it's like easy. This little.
It's easy. It just scans it in and goes for it, and then it looks like your handwriting.
That's great.
But I remember. I have a vague memory of that too, and I swear, like maybe in our typography class, they said there was something where we didn't have to learn that software. We had to know it existed, and we had to do all kinds of PostScript shit. Those were the days, man.
You guys were talking about Procreate a few minutes ago. I use it whenever I'm doing some videos, and I'll just use my own handwriting, and I'll do it in Procreate, and then it's got that animate feature. And so I just export that out, and then I can overlay it on video and it looks like it's being hand drawn.
Yeah, it's a great way to create like cool little animated interstitial stuff. Actually, the animation tools in that are much more powerful than people think. You can export stuff at 4K. My daughter just finished her project. I think she's still in the chat. Just finished her project for school, which was a big video game created by a whole team of like 20 students or something.
Nice.
And she created the character and all of the animation for this character. It's like this little blob. And she did all that stuff in there, and it came out beautiful, exported great, got it integrated into the game, and feels like it was born there. It's really cool. That app is insane. The versatility is just insane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to do for you. All right. Anyway, hey, a couple of quick things before we get to the meat of things here. I'm halfway through Justice League. I already mentioned this to Brian earlier.
Oh, the Snyder Cut?
Yeah, I'm having a fun time. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. It's not, this isn't Endgame level. This isn't Marvel at its best. This is DC at its most mediocre, and it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just,
Yeah, it really needs an editor.
Yeah, it's long. It's long for no reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot they could have tightened up. A lot of, women singing on the beach for no reason, and like, I don't know. Like, there's just moments in it where you're just like, well, that's 4 minutes I count that I could have cut out of this, but
I could easily take 30, 45 minutes out of this thing.
Yeah, but the concept of like, am I having fun? Is this big dumb loud okay? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And
No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's totally nothing wrong with it.
And the Wonder Woman bits are better than her last movie, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
I think where people might get a little mistaken is does this mean that DC is now moving ahead with more Snyderverse stuff? Probably not.
I hope not. I hope this is the seal.
I mean, they've said that they're not. They basically said we're not doing this.
Yeah, if this is the cap on that, great. Well done. You've ended it. You've done this little capper at the end. You kind of cleared stuff up. It is sort of weird to watch a company champion this concept that they had to fix a frickin' movie because the same studio effed it up so bad that now we're like, and now this is Zack Snyder's original vision. The thing we should have made the first time. Like, it's just a weird message. I don't understand it. It's very odd. But anyway, we'll see what they do in the future. I'm looking forward to. After watching Tenet, I was reminded again that I actually am looking forward to.
Yeah, there are movies that could use some more work, and you've just mentioned two of them.
It's kind of could use some more work. But I want to see what's his name as Batman. I'm excited about that Batman movie, like legit.
Oh right,
yeah, Sparkly
Pattinson.
Vampire as Batman.
Yeah. Also, okay, here's a problem I have with the Snyder Cut. Sorry, just thought of this. Why is J.K. Simmons, who I love J.K. Simmons, but he's not Commissioner Gordon. He's the head of the paper over in Jimmy Olsen
J. Jonah Jameson?
Yes. He can't be the two. He cannot be those two guys.
He is now, let's see, what has he been in?
He's
been in a DC property. He's Omni-Man.
Right,
Invincible.
Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's got DC, Image Comics, and Marvel Comics. I'm sure he's got a few more comics properties under his belt.
But in this case, we're talking DC, and we're talking the two cranky men in the DC universe. Commissioner Gordon over here, hanging out in freaking Batman land, and then off in Jimmy Olsen town, the head of the paper over there. That's the other. You can't be that. You can't be that same actor, and then also cross over to Spider-Man and be that guy. Like, it's just so much of this. I don't get it. I don't know why it's a problem. It's not really a problem. All right. I'm making most of this up. Yeah, Perry White.
He still has nothing on Chris Evans, who's been like 8 comic book characters over.
Hasn't he just been the 2? I thought he was just the 2.
No, he was
Human
Michael
Torch.
Cera. So Human Torch and Captain America, the two obvious ones.
Uh-huh.
The Losers was based on a comic property.
Yep.
The Michael Cera.
Kick-Ass. Or not Kick-Ass.
No.
Good Lord, why am I...
something versus the universe.
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
Billy Archer
Yeah.
Eats a Tree. That's the name of the movie. I can't think of it. Whatever it is.
And
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim. Thank you. Jeez. It's your damn name. You should be able to remember Scott Pilgrim.
And if you've ever seen one of my favorite movies of all time, Push, you know he's also been in one of the greatest X-Men movies of all time.
What, the Sapphire?
Yes, exactly, Brian.
But here's the problem: none of those. My point is none of those are in the exact same universe except for Torch and Captain America. Whereas this is him in the DC universe as two different people in the same universe. I guess.
Wait, who's the other person in the same?
Perry White.
No, Perry White is Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, wait, was he ever? Oh, I am mixing it up with his Spider-Man's boss. That's
You're
what I'm
mixing
doing.
up with
James Jonah Jameson. That's what I'm doing. Never mind that entire rant. Total waste of space.
How many days in May, by the way? How many days do we have this month, Scott?
I don't know, 30 probably. Who knows what we have? I do know that the 4th is coming up, and that'll be fun because we can talk Star Wars.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Speaking of 4th, did you see that little bit of a glimpse there at the end of that for just hinting?
Scott saw it. I missed it apparently.
Yeah,
2023, 2024, somewhere in there, we will get the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four movie. Yeah, I don't know how I missed it because I cut all the other things, and I think, like I said, I was wiping a tear away from that.
It was just as they were getting ready to wipe. It just barely fades in, and then they cut out. Yeah,
might be how I missed it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the way that Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6. It's like they just keep dangling that 4 at the end of things, but it's not really anything yet. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is on the horizon, but we don't know jack shit about what a Fantastic Four is going to look like in the MCU. I mean,
we don't know what it's going to look like, but we do know that they have, they've got some people already attached to it. John Watts is the director of the film. He did Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool, great.
Yeah.
They'll have a stretchy guy. They'll have an invisible lady. They'll have a rock man and a fiery torch man. Did you drop something there, Brian?
MODOK just committed suicide.
Oh yeah, MODOK. Doesn't that kick off here in a couple of days there, Brian?
A couple of weeks, 21st, 22nd.
Oh, man,
I don't know if I was on screen for that, but MODOK just took a header down and wiped out Moira McTaggart.
Lesarge, Elder Scrolls 5 is Skyrim. Try and keep up. I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, I also read a couple issues of Sweet Tooth, and I just wanted to get that out of the way.
That is a weird comic.
I had never heard of it until this trailer for the show that's coming now to Netflix, is it? I think.
Yeah.
And it looked interesting, really caught my eye, and I thought, well, what is this? So I did a little reading and found out I already followed the dude who made it. He does other comic stuff as well, mostly a writer, but he wrote and drew the entirety of Sweet Tooth.
Yeah,
back
Jeff Lemire.
for what, Vertigo, I guess, at the time?
Vertigo at the time. Now it would probably be Black Label because they did a sequel just recently. I think there was like a 4 or 6 issue miniseries.
And they put that under the Black Label name, probably. That makes sense. But I'm really quite enjoying it so far. It's very odd.
Brian, let's figure out why Scott might enjoy this. Could it be the fact that many people have dubbed it the Mad Max meets Bambi?
I mean,
could it be?
In some ways. Oops, that's not Mad Max at all. There it is. Mad Max. It's definitely it's post-apocalyptic and it's dark and it's got some great bloody moments in it and stuff. The Bambi part is weird. I'm still not quite used to why all these kids have horns and are half animals and stuff. I guess that'll all come.
Yeah, it'll come out by the end.
But are you excited for that show when it hits?
To be honest, I just thought it was kind of a high concept comic book that I didn't really enjoy. I know a lot of people really enjoyed it and have really gotten a lot out of it. But I like the idea of a hybrid child.
Yeah.
But the part where, a little bit of a spoiler here, the post-apocalyptic world that everything is set in kind of is like, I'm kind of done with post-apocalypse now that we've lived through both 2016 through 2021.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but when they go full Mad Max, I'm cool with it. If it's like right after the fall, it's harder because then you're still in the thick of what life would be like if stuff got weird here. But when they go as far as like War Boys and, all that stuff, I feel like it's far enough removed that it's almost its own world and doesn't feel like there used to be normal civilized people in it, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, I'm liking it. I like it a lot. I've been reading it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine, and I think a lot of people may really enjoy it. Jeff Lemire is a fantastic talent, and this is one of those things that they're just like, let's just let him run wild with this, and they did, and it was a bigger success than anyone thought. It ran 46 issues in its original series, so it is a complete series. So if people want to read that before the June 4th release on Netflix, great time to go pick that up.
Yeah, Comixology has it the entirety on their Ultimate thing, the $5 a month thing, and it's all there. So you can get the entire volume and read them there if you want to. That's where I'm reading it. And then, okay, so let's talk about this news about Green Lantern's got its Guy Gardner, one of the Lanterns that is maybe my favorite. At least he's a bit of a hoot in the comics, and I loved his stuff during the Injustice, the Injustice run. Guy Gardner plays some really interesting roles in that. Anyway, before we do that though, in Justice League there is a lantern shown in a war that's like 5,000 years ago or something. Am I supposed to know who that lantern is?
No.
Okay. That was just like
just
fan
a
service.
lantern.
It's just a lantern, because once a lantern dies, the ring will fly off and find somebody nearby that has no fear or shows no fear, and that person will become, or has the option to become, the new Green Lantern.
Well, Darkseid almost got it. Came floating up by his head, and he almost put his hand on it, and somebody wiped it away or something, or did something, whacked it out of the air or something. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get to this though. Let's talk about Guy Gardner. Not everybody knows who that is, but I like him.
Yeah, Guy Gardner is. Let's see. So when we look at all the Green Lanterns, of course, we had Alan Scott, which was the Golden Age Green Lantern. Then we get Hal Jordan, the Silver Age Green Lantern. Then we have John Stewart, which I think more people know John Stewart as a Green Lantern than maybe even Hal Jordan and Alan Scott.
Sure.
But then in 68 or so, I want to say Guy Gardner appears, and he is this very over the top, misogynist almost to the point type character, and most people will recognize him instantly because he has a very bowl redhead haircut.
Yeah,
and
like a
he's
vest
just
looking thing.
He's very
more
over the top,
right? Like his uniform isn't the same at all. It's like funky, like a jacket.
Yeah, it's like a jacket with pop collars and everything, with the kind of the sleeves removed kind of thing, vest. Many people may remember Guy Gardner from his encounter with Batman, where he's kind of this, again, he's kind of tries to be macho, but sometimes he's not. And Batman just punches him out in one punch, and everyone's like, got him with one punch. He did him with one punch. And so, that's where people might know Guy Gardner. He's kind of over the top, and depending on who you talk to, some people really don't like him as a Green Lantern. Some people hate him as a character, but some people love him as just this, this dorky guy who is over the top, in all of his actions.
Sharon's having fun with the idea that Jon Stewart is also the name of a famous comedian and TV show host. But yeah, Jon Stewart's the one I really glommed onto the most, I think, for a while there. But in the comics itself, I like it all. Like the Lantern stuff is kind of cheeseball on the outside if you're just barely looking at it and you don't really dig in. But man, there's some cool stuff like that. That's I don't know. That's DC's Cosmic Universe at its finest. And it's fun. I love that.
They just kicked off a new Green Lanterns series, I want to say last month or maybe the month before. It really has a lot of potential. And I think that if people are looking for some new Green Lantern stuff to jump on board with, that new series that DC just launched is really good.
Should we film sack that movie? We should probably sack that thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Green Lantern one, yeah.
The Ryan Reynolds one.
Ryan Reynolds,
Should.
Didn't he just?
Yeah, he was apparently at the
or
baseball game this weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't know who this guy is. Red Thunder. He's a pitcher or somebody that plays for the who's at the Mets.
Oh.
Signed a hat to him that says "To the Green Lantern from the Red Thunder."
Oh wow. That's good. I like that a lot. All right. Well, there's that. So that's coming, and that's for that.
Yeah.
series.
So that's coming to HBO Max. That's
Right.
going to be a series on HBO, not a movie.
Right.
And they've cast Finn Wittrock as Guy Gardner.
Finn, the old Finn. I don't know who that is. Should we know who that is?
Yeah, he's like a regular on the whole American Horror Story group that gets recast in every American Horror Story.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yes, TVZ Gun. I don't know baseball teams.
I know who this is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not who I would have pictured. I think he'll probably do fine, but it's not who I would. It's not how I picture Guy Gardner. But what do I know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see how that goes. Also, we talked about Ms. Marvel being spotted on set. We talked about that. That's pretty cool. And The World of Darkness heading to the big screen. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I think people may know, Vampire the Masquerade is part of the World of Darkness universe.
Yeah.
And so they're now taking that and throwing it up onto everywhere. Big screens, small screens, everything. They're finally looking at a way to bring this to a wider audience beyond the LARPing and RPG environments that it has been a part of for 30 years.
Sure.
Since 1991.
A very highly thought of video game series as well. Vampire the Masquerade. People love that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
that's something that's coming. And if you are a fan of Vampire the Masquerade, look for more of this. This is being brought to us by Erica Heiserer. I don't know how to say her name, but she just did he just did the Shadow and Bone series that's on Netflix, which is worth checking out.
Oh, my wife cannot shut up about Shadow and Bone. I haven't watched it yet, but she, I guess, binged it while I wasn't around and can't say enough about Shadow and Bone. She loved it.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's based on the book series. It does kind of fall into the Chosen One trope and brings with it all of the Chosen One trope issues and problems. So a lot of it, there's a lot of foreshadowing just by knowing what's going on with that trope.
Sure.
But it was enjoyable. I blew through it in a couple of days.
Yeah. I heard it was good. And then there was what's the other one? Her and I started the HBO one. There's only 3 episodes.
Oh, the Nevers, the Victorian X-Men.
Dude, the Nevers is cool, man.
Is it? That's one we've kind of been waiting for most of the episodes to drop before we start watching it. But it looks great.
Yeah, it is very much X-Men set in Victorian era with some steampunk elements thrown in. The only thing that might trigger some people not wanting to watch it is a Joss Whedon joint.
Oh, I didn't know that.
From top to bottom.
I had no idea. That was his.
So just letting people be aware of that.
There's a fair amount of nudity in it.
Oh, well, it's HBO, so.
Yeah, they like the
nudes. Is there? I don't remember seeing any nudity.
Oh, there was definitely.
Maybe I'm just blinking at those moments.
Definitely some nudes.
Scott will send you his spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep track.
Timestamps.
Yeah, I call it, it's surskin.com. So, the Mister was already taken. I don't know what that's about.
Right, yes.
Well, all right then. This is a good bunch of stuff, and I'm always excited to talk about these things with Stephen because he is one of our people. Stephen, this has been great. Anything else going on around major spoilers that folks should check into this week?
Oh, I think tomorrow is one of your favorite days of all time, Scott. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
And that means Star Wars The Bad Batch drops on Disney+.
Oh,
cool.
They're not not bingy though, like first episode or whatever. Right?
No, I think that they are releasing weekly.
Oh, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like how are we feeling right now? Now we've had enough time where forever Netflix and Prime were like, hey, it's all at once. Here it is. And then a few services have come on, Disney Plus, HBO, others, and said, what if we still did it week by week? Here we are at Hulu, blah, 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 whatever. Do we now have a consensus? Do we wish it was all at once? I do.
I wish it was all at once because some shows are better all at once as opposed to having a week between them.
Yeah, but I also kind of like the whole, wonder what they're going to do because of this thing, so there's that aspect, which I know is nice. I don't know.
I think it needs to be done on a property by property basis.
Okay.
So I think some things like we saw with WandaVision really play out better as a week to week.
Yeah.
Some things like Falcon and the Winter Soldier probably could have release it all at once.
Right. But Disney sounds like they're locked in on the week to week. They're not going to do
because they want to, because they're afraid that, and this is, I think, the big reason why so many companies want to do the week to week is if we release it all at once, Brian's going to come in and subscribe to Hulu just so he can watch MODOK for that one day that he can watch it all, and then he's going to unsubscribe and won't come back.
Yeah.
Whereas if I can keep it going week to week, that means I'm going to cover at least 2 to 3 months of any property so that you stick around.
Yeah.
Listen, we have it for Handmaid's Tale anyway, so give us all the MODOK at once, so my MODOK doesn't need to jump off the ledge again, and we'll keep watching the Handmaids week to week.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, did you jump in on the full X-Men Marvel United?
Has it come out? The full hasn't come out yet, has it?
Well, no, but the Kickstarter's almost over in a few days, so if you're going to get in on it.
I've got. Oh, believe me, I was in from point A, and I've been increasing my pledge every time they add a new expansion box.
Yeah, asking Brian if he's into it is like asking if a Batman movie is going to talk about his parents being shot in an alleyway. Of course they are.
Right,
of course
exactly.
they are.
Yes. Not to say that I've been, great about painting the minis from the first campaign, but
you're doing better than me.
Fair enough.
Codes from Home says, "I wish they'd just never release them." Well, that's a bad attitude, Codes from Home.
Jeez.
We like wrestling content. This stuff's great. It's fun.
Hey, and that's one of the great things, right? 20 years ago, no, not 20 years ago, 40 years ago, if there was a CBS, Hulk TV special, all the nerds were around the TV watching. Right. Because that was the only thing we got. And the what is it? The Trial and the Death of the Incredible Hulk is really crappy entertainment.
Yes.
Today we have so much.
So much.
Thor in there, and Matt Murdock is his lawyer. And
yes. But today we have so much that if you don't want to watch Star Wars, if you don't want to watch anything that Marvel puts out on the TV side, or you don't want to watch a Doctor Who, you don't have to, and it's totally fine because they're putting out so much stuff that you can pick and choose what you want to watch and what you don't want to watch. But the even better part is there's so much out there that there's something for everybody.
I just think it's odd take to be sitting there going, I don't want any of this.
I think he's just. I
don't know. Jeannie's agreeing with him. She's like, they can release all they want. I'm not watching them.
And that's cool.
All right.
More for us.
That's
Jeannie,
fine.
Make sure you don't watch that season finale of Invincible, because holy poop.
Yeah. No. It's. There you go. Well, all right. There you go. Hey, Steven, what a pleasure it's been, as my dad would say.
Thank you so much, Scott. And please, stay hydrated.
Oh, yeah, hydrated. I knew there was something we had to remember. All right, thanks. We'll see. All right. Brian.
Are you caught up on Invincible, by the way?
No, I'm still one episode in and nothing yet. I need to get
Gotcha.
in there.
Okay.
Did they finale it or what?
They finale'd the season, yeah, and they got picked up, I think, for 2 more seasons. But
yeah, I need to go in there and do it.
Yeah, the finale, more graphic, I think, than the comics were, I think.
Yeah. That's good, because that's what I want. I want some blood.
Yeah.
There will be blood. I want to drink my milkshake. Yeah. All right. Hey, quick Monday morning mashup here on the show. This is from Jamie, who puts these together, and I'm going to go ahead and play this. So check it out. It's right here. Check it out. Bye. Here. Here's the problem. You cut it open, and you realize all the beans are down at the end of the shaft.
Hello.
And
wow, you just made that so easy for
I wasn't
for Jamie. Oh my God.
It's like T-ball in here, where Jamie just whacked that ball. So I got some origin information for you. This is real brief. The term
origin
buffet.
Information? What?
Origin information about
buffets. Good. Okay. Oh, I just felt something hit my arm.
Ew. Some kind of stock-looking thing. It was hard to see.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to call myself Dua Lipa because it means 2 lips, which is what I have.
I have double lips.
I'm a juggernaut, bitch. Get your second jab, then lick a toilet.
Do you not do not get Howie Mandel wet? I didn't realize I did that.
I pooped in your taco.
Great.
Yellow moons, blue stars, green clovers, and my little tasteless turds to wash them all down.
I make a lot of them. Look at this box. It's primarily my turds.
I'm making them right now.
Good thing there's these blue moons.
Have that with a purple horseshoe, why don't you?
Someone found out he was putting his wiener in his goat's mouth or something like that.
Hardened leprechaun turds.
Ooh, put it in the unit there.
Put it right in the unit.
Stick it right in the unit. There it is. I found a piece of shit in the garage. I'm going to eat it with my grape nuts.
Do you think we'll get that study? No. Too much hassle.
Listen, we have headset on cow. That is all that matters. You just walk away.
You see milk? They're giving the milk. You take the milk. There's plenty of milk, and it's because of the VR glasses.
I have whole bucket of milk. It is because of VR glasses.
Give him his VR glasses. Mild to Hitler's butthole.
Wipe side to side.
Oh, those two really shouldn't be together.
Had to stay in a hotel off the road.
It took us pee in a Starbucks cup.
I had to pee in a Starbucks cup while a trucker watched me over here, who's way up here looking at me. Anyway.
Real good there. By the way, there's a stop if you want to go up and meet me at the next exit. Bring the pee.
Yeah, you bring that pee.
Don't pour that out.
You bring that pee with you, boy. You throw out that pee, I'm not interested anymore.
Keep it warm by the air heater.
Yeah, that's how I like my pee. I like it warm. Oh gosh, we took that way down the road. Way down.
I'd forgotten how dark that went. Jeez.
Yeah, holy shit. All right, well, that was fun. Thank you, Jamie, as always. You can follow him on Twitter at TMS Mashups, and he's a good guy.
Yeah,
all right, Brian, there's one final thing here about Japanese things. What is this?
Show me what you're picking out of the box.
Oh, right. Look, guys, I'm glad Brian remembered.
I like to eat.
Let's do whatever this is with a fish on it.
Okay, fish thing.
Do you see that?
I see it.
Okay, we're gonna food taste Japanese snacks today. Let's see here. I'm assuming this is gonna reek when we open this.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about this one
because it's literally it's a fish.
It looks like fish kicks.
Yeah, fish kicks.
Fish kicks.
Not even mom likes it for what it's got, or however
right,
it goes.
Exactly. I'm curious. I'm gonna read it before we eat it.
Read it and weep it. Let's see. Is there a? Here we go.
This fish is frozen.
There. That's our theme for today. More like freeze-dried fish. All right, I'm opening mine while you do the translation.
Yeah, it's not figuring out. I wonder if that's not. Is that not Japanese?
Ugh. It's not even.
Wow.
I don't know what to call that. Ooh.
Oh God. Oh, you're worrying me.
It's like a foot.
All right, I'm totally not smelling it. I'm opening it. I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to smell it.
Well, it's definitely fishy, but footy fishy. I don't know. All right, so I think we have to, because there's different balls in here.
Yeah, different balls you can get.
We got to try
different
balls.
Got to eat at least one green one, one white one, and one orange one.
One orange one. Is that all there is? Yeah.
Well, there might be. You can't tell if there's a brown one. I can't tell if that's...
Oh, there's a darker... You're right. There's a darker brown and then the lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, do that. Yeah, there's 4. And it's mostly the white ones, if I'm honest.
It's mostly white ones. Those are the Lucky Charms leprechaun turds mixed in with these
it's like the
marshmallows.
The Utah population.
Trying to decide, should we eat those separately and see the different flavors, or consume them like we're downing an entire chirashi bowl?
I think we should try them separately, don't you think?
Okay.
I don't know.
I agree.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying a green one now.
Green first. Oh, I was going to make the joke that it's mostly white ones, is the way we talk about our census here in Utah.
Oh, all right.
Okay, it tastes like kind of was.
Tastes like a corn pop.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that. All right, white one. Let's do the white one.
White one, okay.
Let the white one in.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah, it has like a sugary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now light brown.
Okay. Salmon colored.
That's the most fishy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, weird.
And now dark brown with black specks.
Yeah.
This is this is not bad at all.
I'm actually gonna
this
eat
is
these.
like
yeah. They're not bad. Like most Japanese snacks, they smell terrible, but they taste pretty good.
Yeah, I was really expecting a stronger flavor, but they're very subtle flavor.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yum.
Let's see. Hold on. I lost my soundboard. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. Hey, we did it. Well done. Oh, who's that we got to thank? We always forget.
Oh, Tara.
Tara. Thank you,
or
Tara.
Tara. I don't know if she pronounces it Tara or Tara, but
my sister's name
she's
is
in
Tara.
Japan. She sent them to us.
That's very nice. So thank you for that. A reminder that it is a brand new month of the May of the month of May, and you can support us at patreon.com/TMS. So head on over there and pop in and tell us what you're thinking, okay? Because we'd love for you to support us. We need it. It's how we keep the lights on. You can also find us at frogpants.com/TMS, and all other links are there. Quick reminder, there are only 3 days left. Wednesday is when the Rock Runners Kickstarter ends. We have one last stretch goal. Let's see if we can reach it. It involves my daughter Carter and her art, because if we get it, the character art, which is already unlocked, we'll get renditions by her, so like bonus versions of the character cards. And that will only happen if we hit that final level. So to catch up on what's going on with that, go check it out at rockrunners.art, rockrunners.art. We'll take you straight to the Kickstarter. 48 hours left, folks, so hop in before the real work begins. Okay.
Nice.
That's it. Brian, let's do a song. Do you have a song?
I have a song. This one's going out to Keaton, who says, hey there, Seagull and Bouillabaisse. I'm turning 28 on Saturday, May 1st, which is crazy to me considering I started listening to Frog Pants with the Instance more than a decade ago.
Oh.
Through good times and bad, you guys have always given me great content to laugh with, and I'm forever grateful for that. I know you guys don't have TMS on Saturday, but any day around there will do. I love all of your work. I loved going to TMS Vegas and participating in Overpants and appreciate everything you cool cats do. Keep up the amazing work, and here's to a great summer. P.S. Scott, play any random clip from Film Sack, and you guys try to guess which movie it's from.
Okay. You ready, Brian?
I'm ready, Scott.
Okay. Let's do this one. I think this is one.
Never forget the duty of an American.
No, that's from a video game. Sorry.
I was going to say, is that...
I got to start marking these different because they're kind of mixed in. How about this one?
All right.
Hey, in the top.
No, also a video game.
It's a video game.
How about this one? No, it's done away. Oh, here it is.
They call me Kong, 8th wonder of the world, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Hey, man, you've got a great look.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either. Kong?
Year would have been 2018. February 6th or February of
the year we would have done that episode, you mean?
Right.
They call me Kong.
They call me Kong. Chat room doesn't even know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no freaking idea. And this is the worst part.
There's no way to find out.
I don't have a way to find out except we can kind of extrapolate and go, go back and look at the dates and see if we can figure out what movie it is. But I have no idea who called himself Kong. Let me play it one more time.
They call me Kong, 8th wonder of the world, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Hey, man, you've got a great look.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know. All right.
Eighth wonder of the world.
Wonder of the world. It's definitely not Dr. Strangelove, Captain Kipper. I don't know what it is. But we tried. But here's your song anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, exactly. Anyway, the song you want to hear any cover of an old country song like Willie Nelson, Conway Twitty, Waylon Jennings, or Patsy Cline. I'm going to go with that one. Patsy Cline. Actually, this is funny because this is a song that gets attributed to Patsy Cline, but Willie Nelson also did a great version of it. Although this version is kind of almost unrecognizable. This is from the Denmark and Winter album Reimagine Volume 1 from 2015. It's a cover of Patsy Cline's biggest hit, Crazy.
Oh, I like Crazy. Crazy's great.
Yeah, it is great.
Sweet. Well, we'll do that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Come on back then, you hear? This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com. Oh. Okay. My gosh.